What is up, you guys? It's Dragon Blaze here. Today we are here with actually a different type of video. This is more like a tip slash tutorial type of video. I was thinking about how I actually have a series where I review you guys' team. And I talk about many different things, but I thought, maybe it's also a good idea to actually have a video where I talk about how to even make a team. So yeah, this is the video, you guys. So I hope you guys will enjoy. I will be giving lots of tips on how to basically, build a team full of characters, how to synergize characters, what to do with your formation, what to think about when you're building one. So yeah, if you really like this content, leave a comment down below and leave a like, of course. And if you are once again one of that 81% of the viewers that are actually watching, but is not subscribed, also consider subscribing because I would really appreciate it. And of course, the Discord and my Twitch is also going to be in the description. I am streaming on Twitch about every single week on at least Saturday, and I'm trying as well Friday. And the Discord will be fun for you to be in as well. Let's get into it. So also I have this new layout thing, like this new facecam thing. I hope you guys enjoy that. It's also going to be for the stream. But yeah, for today I'm going to be building a team like in my type of way. I will probably be making more content on how to build a team and like the different archetypes that there are for certain players, because you don't just normally have like, a defender. You can have a libero defender, of course. You can have a shot blocking shot defender. You can have a shot blocking block move defender, a classic defender. Same thing goes for midfielders. You can have disruptive midfielders, offensive midfielders, classic, of that stuff. So I'm going to be making different type of videos about those as well, and I'm gonna go into detail. But for today, we're just going to be building a team, and I'm going to explain to you guys what basically goes through my thought process when I'm building a team, because I've had a few comments here and there basically on like, oh wow, like why do you build a team like this, or you have such good teams all the time, and then also some people who also ask me on how to build a team. So here we are. I'm gonna give you guys basically my thought process. So when we're talking about the goalkeeper, I basically just choose a goalkeeper that I really like, and most of the times it's just like a random one. Like one of my favorites is Rococo, but for this time we're just going to like try and use the characters from Raymond real quick, and then I'm gonna show off like how I basically utilize their kit together. So for example, you can also look at your formation, and your formation will dictate basically how you will play the game, because your formation will make the characters, of course, stick to their position. So if you choose like a formation like this, where it's basically like balanced, you have like 4 defenders, which in my opinion is a lot in this game. You don't need 4 defenders in my opinion. You also have 4 midfielders and then 2 forwards. That means that you have like a very solid defense, and then you also have like basically two forwards. Which in my opinion you could have 2 forwards, but I always like to have 3. And then you have like the midfielders also being like a bit more closer to the forwards instead of like the defense, which I mean, like you could kind of you could do that. Then you have this one which has 3 defenders, which in my opinion is great, but the only thing about this formation is that it's not really as spacious when you come near the end. Like there is a certain formation that I really like, and that is this one. In my opinion, this is one of the best formations in the game, because because basically it covers nearly everything on the on your entire field. So there is always going to be someone like covering a certain amount of space, and that's really important to me. Like this one as well does that, and this one has 4 defenders, and this one is just like a really aggressive lineup that you have. So if you really have a lot of forwards, and you just really want to focus on your aggression, then you can have like a formation like this. This is also a formation that is basically balanced, but instead of like having 4 defenders and then 4 midfielders, like the other formation, you will have a 4-3-3, which is also not too bad. This is actually kind of similar to the 4-4-2 formation, but as you can see, it's now 4-2-4, where you mostly have 2 midfielders and then the 4 forwards, which You can kind of like play around with that. This is also a pretty interesting formation because it is heavily focused, of course, again on the offense. But it's more like midfield offense with forwards instead of like the other one where it was like a lot of forwards. Yeah, this is also kind of balanced, but I don't necessarily really like this in particular. Like, once again, I'm going to build a team real quick like the way I want to, but like this is like a bit of showing off like what type of thing could create, or what type of formation could create what type of team what type of team you're basically playing. In my opinion, this one is perfect because you just have a lot of space, and characters can just basically cover whatever they need to cover on the field. Like you cover just a lot with this one. Then as well, you have 3 defenders, right? Basically, I like to have a defender always in the middle who has a shot blocking move. And usually it's as well a shot blocking block move. So for example, Kirino has one, he's a really strong one, a catch an armed move. And for example, I could have also put Shinsuke here, but if for example, Shinsuke did not have his shot blocking block move, he would only have like a shot blocking shot move. And I would never put Shinsuke over here because I feel like the central defender is always basically the main defender. This defender will not have any what's it called? He will not have any co-op move or anything to join in with. He will just be there to defend. This defender basically always has to stay in the back, in my opinion. So the defender that we have over here is always like a defender that basically has like a shot blocking shot move, or maybe he has like a what's it called? A co-op move that he can join in for. For example, here we have Kurumada. I could probably keep Kurumada over here, or I could put someone else over here, like Ichino if I really wanted to. Like, there's always one defender that is kind of like filler. Like that defender can kind of be whatever I want it to be, and it can just kind of depend in what type of team I want to build. But for now, I guess I'm just gonna put Karya over here, and just because I want to be different, I'm going to put Shinsuke over here as a defender, because he also has a mixi max, so he can activate his mixi max as well together with Kirino, and this is just a very solid defense. Like, all the characters have a shot blocking shot, and yeah, they will be able to defend the goal. But I could even have a character like Hamano over here, because he also has like a block move and just a lot of level 1 moves, so his impact as a forward is never gonna be there, and he's more like a midfielder, honestly, which I could keep him there, which I actually am gonna keep him there. But he is also basically a character like Aoyama, which I think is only useful as a disruptive midfielder, which basically means, in short, because I'm going to be talking about this in the future, basically in short, he is a character who just disrupts the team's midfielders and forwards, and just kind of like wants to build a bridge between defense and offense, because it's like a level 1 move that he can just use on basically any character that is like a forward. Usually forwards don't have a block move, or a midfielder, and he can easily get past them, get the ball to a forward, and then hopefully you can score. And he can do this continuously, because if you guys can actually see, he has like 30 TP for all the moves that he needs to use, but he has like 150 TP, so he can kind of like spam moves over and over and over again. And yeah, this character is also pretty happy, so you're going to get your gauge filled up very easy. So that's a quick that's basically like a quick tutorial on that. But then you also have Hamano, which is kind of like a stronger variant of Ichino, like with like a few changes in stats. But yeah, the only thing is that Aoyama, or sorry, I think, yeah, Hamano is better than Aoyama. Aoyama basically, what's it called, has Britannia Cross. That's it. But if you want to just use a disruptive midfielder, it just doesn't really matter. So I'm just gonna replace him. Of course, I want to keep Tenma over here, and basically, I usually keep Tenma over here as a character with a mixi max. And also just as a very strong character in general. This is like, Tenma is one of those characters, in my opinion. He's a good midfielder. He has a dribble move, a block move as well, and he also has a mixi max. And the thing with mixi max characters usually, and especially with a character like Tenma, who's just very reliable, I like to have them at the middle, just because at the middle, he's going to be like basically the control center of my team. And I can easily get to him and try and mixi max him if I ever wanted to. So yeah, I can basically have Tenma over here as a midfielder to just kind of control whatever I want to, and he's also very available as well. He has a shot move. He has a one shot for his level 1, and then another one for his level 3. And then he also has like so many different options for a Kashin. Or a co-op move, so he's just a very reliable character, and you kind of want that consistency there all the time. So that's why I want to put him over here. Then let me see. Character like Shindo is better as a midfielder, not really as a forward in my opinion. A character like Nishiki is also better as a midfielder just because he has a and kick. Let me see. We could probably do this real quick. I guess I'm going to just grab a character real quick, because at the moment I see that I have like from the Rayman characters, like this character only has like an A and kick, and the same thing goes for I think this character as well, and even Kurama can actually get an S, but he only has like a level 2 move up to level 2. So I kind of want to choose a character who is pretty strong and could also cover with some more elements. As you guys can see, I have at the moment, I have wind, I have fire, and I have wood. So it would be cool to have like an earth element player on my team to basically cover all of the elements that I could have, which Saru is a pretty good character for that. Saru has Saru is a earth element player, and he also has a Kashin, which is an earth element. So I'm going to put him on my team. I guess I'm just mostly using Rayman characters, but usually most Rayman characters are actually pretty good by themselves anyway. So let me see. As you guys can see, I also have a Shindo, of course, on my team. Shindo is a pretty good midfielder. He's like, in my opinion, top 5, and you have to also think about the options that your character has, of course. Like in my like for my defenders don't really necessarily have any other options than they will just have the defense covered, and I don't really need any defender to really join in or anything for a co-op move. But once we get to the midfielders, it gets pretty interesting, because with the midfielders you can actually really play around with that a lot, even with the defense. But usually only one character, in my opinion, can like join in for doing something fancy. But we have Tenma, of course, and we have so many partners for Tenma. For example, I could actually use Sword of Fire on him. I could use, I think, I could also mixi max him to get Psycho 11 Hado. We do have the characters for Psycho 11 Hado. So yeah, you can really play around with a character like this, where you have partners for him. So you have to think about the synergy there. And then also, once you think about that, you see that I have a lot of elements covered, and then you also want to look at the amount of elements that you have here, of course. Like you have wind, you have fire, earth, and wood. So think about what you are putting onto your character with his co-op move, because that could be really influential to actually getting a goal or not. For example, if I put Sword of Fire on him, I really need to make sure that I can actually also maybe have another character who also has a wind move, you know? Because you want to have as many elements on your team so that you have as many mix-up options to score against the goalkeeper. But let's see, I guess I just want to keep like a wind element move on him, so I'm just going to put Godwind Arm on him. One cool thing about certain characters is that some characters have like their own move, which is one element, but then also a co-op move that is also of the same element, but it could of course be stronger. So we have Harmonics, and then we also have Joker Reigns Armed on Shindo. Well, just because I think that you could use another co-op move, I'm gonna put that on. And then we also have Tsurugi, and Tsurugi can basically just use like so many moves already. Like I could even grab another forward, which I think I actually am gonna do, because he has just so many options. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab his brother Tsurugi Yuchi, which also is a forward and also has like a great amount of stats. So like this character is really good, and this character can also combine really well with Tsurugi. So I can actually put this move on, which is, if I'm correct, Great Blaster Armed, which is a void move. So now we actually have every single element covered. You don't need it, but it's pretty handy to actually have a lot of moves covered, a lot of elements covered. And just because I do have Tenma on my team, and Tsurugi is already very strong on his own, I'm going to have Fire Tornado double drive. And then we have Nishiki as well. Nishiki is just gonna... Oh wait, I already had Nishiki with a Earth Element move, but he was not really a forward. But I guess I'm just gonna keep him over here, why not? So basically now we have a team of Saru, Yuchi, and then basically Raymond, which I think is fine. So yeah, that is basically how I was going through everything. I could have maybe had another character like Ichino over here as a defensive midfielder, because in my opinion this is a defensive midfielder, a midfielder with a shot blocking move. Yeah, midfielder basically with the shot blocking move. And then also dribble, that is a defensive midfielder in my opinion. Which is the same thing for like Hamano. I use Hamano in my playthrough. It's very handy to have a character like that if you just want someone to assist the defense, but you don't want him in defense because you do not want to have like a fourth defender. You can always have a defensive midfielder, and in my opinion defensive midfielders are always really fun to use, because you just preserve TP for your defenders, and then of course also for your goalkeeper. Am I actually gonna keep Ichino over here? Yeah, sure, actually. And I think about it, I kind of want to use Ichino. What we're gonna be doing is we're gonna go get a game, and I'm gonna show off basically how everything starts to, you know, come together. We're going to play a game, of course, against Inazuma Legend Japan, because I mean, like, we always play against Inazuma Legend Japan. It is basically like it's tradition. And yeah, I wanted to mainly use what's it called, Raymond, because Raymond basically has like a lot of things that every single team you want to make kind of has. So they have co-op moves, they have what's it called, they have Kashins as well, they have mixi max characters, they have characters with good block moves and everything, and just very good stats overall. So yeah, that's kind of like how I how I wanted to talk about it. Let's see. Well, at the moment we do have of course Endo as a goalkeeper on the opponent's team, and you always have to think about how you have characters on your team that cannot probably win against him, like Tsurugi. But we do have very strong Kishin characters, so we should be able to score here. Really wondering? Okay, good. Alrighty, nice. Alright, but as you guys, as I just told you guys, we have Tsurugi on our team, but Tsurugi is a Earth Element player, and Earth Element players basically just cannot score against a character like, or Fire Element player. He cannot score against a character like Endo, like it's nearly impossible, honestly. Endo is just like a really strong goalkeeper, and Fire Element moves don't have the elemental advantage, obviously. So it's gonna be very difficult to get past him. But that's why it's just really handy to have a character, for example, like Tenma, or even a character with like a very strong move, like Saru's Kishin, on your team, so that once again you can actually cover for him. Let's see, we can have... Oh, okay, now you guys are going to see what I was talking about at first. Because Ichino, the defensive midfielder, is gonna come through. Like, this is super handy to have in defense, or have in the midfield. And now we can also just block it again. And now we have just shot blocked it all. Oh, okay, let's see. I'm gonna go for level 2. I'm kind of scared, Alrighty. So, that was like a pretty strong shot, but we were able to block it with with the effort of our entire team. Alrighty. Let's see. Yeah, now we have the ball to Tsurugi, but once again, Tsurugi, fire element player, probably not gonna score. But we do have his brother on, which has a co-op move together with him. So Tsurugi is not fully useless. And this is a void move, of course. So we should be able to score here. And it's also a kitchen arm move. Oh, whoa, okay. Well, I think that's a fire element then. Okay, well, that was quite unfortunate. Maybe we should also be like a bit closer. But yeah, I do think that also his brother is like a fire element player. Oh, is that? Oh, Karya. Okay, cool. But yeah, that's kind of unfortunate because once again, Tsurugi is not really gonna be that useful in this game. Just because, once again, of the elemental disadvantage. Oh, okay, we're going to Mixi Max. Oh, whoa. Here we go. Nice. Broken mechanic, by the way. Yep, okay, so now that we've reset him, we can just go with Kirino. Also, one big tip. If you have a Mixi Max player in defense, and it's if you have a Mixi Max defender in defense, like Kirino, or what's it called? What's his face again? Shinsuke, or even Zanark, but you then have to go to like only the first Mixi Max. No wait, not even Zanark. No, Zanark is not a good example. It's basically Kirino or Shinsuke. Have them at the middle. Have them at the middle, because they will always have their moves available, literally always, if you go for it. And that is just such a strong thing. I'm not gonna actually fight this one. This is a really strong move. Alright. But they will basically always have their Mixi Max move available. And as a central defender, that is just extremely strong, because every single shot that will come at them, they will just be able to block it, and or at least weaken it, and that is just really strong. That is really, really strong. Alright, let's try this again. Okay, let's see if we can score, because I think we are just a bit closer now. So, maybe? Yeah, okay, finally. There it is, there it is. Good, good, good. I told you guys. it really is the elemental advantage at times. Because once again, Tsurugi with his fire element, I'm gonna real quick look at if I'm actually like truly correct about that, if he is a fire element player. Oh, also, Kirino is our main defender, so we can choose now if we want to do something. I'm choosing not to, because we can actually just stop this with Sengoku. But just so that you guys know, we have that available. Basically, with a Mixi Max defender, you always will have a move available. And I think I would not even know what I actually think is like the strongest position with a Mixi Max move, but I have to say, defenders are extremely strong, because always being able to weaken shots, it's just so nice. It's really nice. Okay, let's see if we can score with this move. Because I'm actually not sure. Oh, okay, we are. Okay, that's great, that's great. Alrighty, yes, but this is basically a character I don't really put as a forward, once again, because of his A and kick, and also his A and speed, so a midfield is way better for him. But let's see, Yuchi, yeah, he's also a fire element player, and yeah, the same thing goes to Tsurugi. So, the way that you can actually circumvent this is just put, mid-game, if you're playing as a CPU, of course, you can just put Great Blaster on, and then everything is fine. Or you can maybe even put, what's this move called? Joker Reigns on. which I'm actually gonna do right now. I want to see if that actually also works. But then that basically kind of like shows off the elemental advantage and disadvantages you will have whenever you play with a character, and how you have to think about that as well when you're building a team. And you have to know your character's options, of course. So it's really yeah, it's really important. Okay, let's see. Oh, I don't need to do anything right now. Nope, that is not necessary. We can just block this with a level 2 move. Also, characters like Zangoku are pretty nice characters as well for the goalkeepers, because they have a level 1, 2, and 3 move. And yeah, that's just very valuable. There are certain characters in the game that only have like a level 2 and 3 move. Like there's only one goalkeeper, I think, that is sort of relevant as well. It only has like a level 1 and 3 move. But usually it's either a goalkeeper has a level 1 and 2 move, oh no wait, level 2 and 3 move, or a level 1, 2, and 3. And 1, 2, and 3 just gives you the liberty of choosing, okay, I want to go for a level 1 move now, and I don't need to go for a level 2. Yeah, that's basically it. Because because that was actually a thing in Strikers, the first game. The 2011 variant, Rococo was actually a character who only had like a level 2 and a 3 move, which meant that some moves that actually were from pretty far away that you could probably stop with a level 1 move, but not with your bare hands. He had to go for a level 2 move there, so it would drain his CP all the time. So that was like really annoying. But now a lot of characters do have like a level 1, 2, and 3 move, so it's just very beneficial. But you also have to think about that at times, to maybe cover for your goalkeeper there as well. Like with a defense like this, especially with a character, with 2 characters even, that can mixi max, I don't think it's going to be, I don't think it's gonna be really easy to TP drain our Son Goku, because we just have so many defensive options. We should be able to score as well. But yeah, that's something that you have to always keep in mind. Because, for example, there are characters that you can put in defense with a shot blocking shot. Like a Kuryu, for example. You could honestly have a Kuryu in defense. Like, it's not that weird. And you could just use his shot blocking shot to stop moves. But he does not have a block move. So, yeah. You have to be, like, close enough. And we're actually gonna... Ooh, we did not have the... he did not activate it as early, so... Let's hope we can still block this. Okay, good. We have a good goalkeeper, though. And it was as well from pretty far away. But yeah. Oh, let's see. Alright, Tsurugi should okay, Tsurugi is not stepping in. He has been DB drained too much. Okay. Oh, we have to... can we just shoot the ball? Okay, there we go. We wasted a bit of time. Let's see if we can stop him. Alright, he's gonna fight us. He's probably gonna win. Oh, we won! Okay! Huh. Denma. Alright. That's not too bad. Okay, well, the fired up mode is gone. Let's get the ball to, I guess, oh, Saru. There we go. Alrighty. But yeah, once again, going back to having a shot blocking block defender. A shot blocking shot move defender. Yeah, basically that. The range of blocking a shot with a shot move is basically always smaller than the range of a block move. So if you put a character like that in defense, you'll always have to think about, okay, well, I now need like either a character in mid as a midfielder. So in my opinion, you kind of need a defensive midfielder with that type of a character on your team in the defense. Because like there is straight up just no defensive move over there, so you kind of just need someone to cover that. So a defensive midfielder would just work with that. Yeah, you can just cover with that. You can just cover for that character with that, because if Because if the character is just out of range, oh wow, I did not expect that, but we'll continue with this character. Like if the character is just out of range with his shot blocking shot move, the ball will just slip by. While there are certain block moves that have like a good amount of range that that can, you know, get to that point where they can block that move. So always think about that. And you want to just cover as much as you want. And in my opinion, shot blocking is one of the more important things as well in this game. Because there are just so many unbelievably broken shots in this game. And just weakening them a bit enables already a lot of goalkeepers who just block it with a level 3 move. So that's why, in my opinion, having 3 to even 4 shot blocking block moves is all fine. On your team, because you are at least going to be, more than anything, you're going to be secure that your characters will be able to manage. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay, well good. Kino got it. But yeah, you will your characters will be able to manage the amount of really strong shots that are coming your way. Let's see. Oh no, that was a really bad dash. Let's see. Can we block him? Nice one. Ooh. I wanna kinda get the ball to Tenma. Also, Ichino, you guys have seen how Ichino has been putting in work, right? Just with a few of his block moves, he was able to just step in and weaken shots. Pretty good, pretty good. Ready. God Wind. Nice. Alright. This should be a goal because we have the elemental advantage on him. Even though we have an aim kick. Hey, yeah, but this move is also really strong, so I mean, like, yeah, it's catching armed, so that's a thing. Also, like, it's something I do recommend. You don't have to, but I do recommend it. Have a character with a Kishin or with a Kishin armed move. Because basically, a lot of characters can just kind of score with that move on its own. I have to be honest. Unless there's elemental disadvantage. Unless it's elemental disadvantage, you'll be probably fine. Like honestly, with a Kishin user, you will know that you will have the damage. Basically, you will have the shot power on your team, but you don't have to like crowd your entire team with it. Oh, okay, here we go. We should be able to score. Like, for example, on this team, I could have probably just had like one Kishin armed user, one Kishin user, and then it's fine. Honestly, then it's fine. But, I mean, the more Kishin armed and the more Kishin uses, the better, right? Because it's just like, they are very, very strong moves. But you don't have to think that you always need to have like Kishin armed moves on your team for every single character. Because there also are a lot of TP as well, so you have to keep that in mind. So yeah. And also think about if there are also co-op moves as well. Oh, hey, nice. Okay, let's see if we can block this shot. We can probably weaken. Oh, wow, we straight up blocked it. Okay, you see. And now our goalkeeper Son Goku had to do nothing there. And that is just really strong to have in the midfield. Alright, nice. I really do get the feeling like I have showed off and told you guys a bit about how I basically built my teams. And also why, because as you can see now, this is basically the result of the game. And yeah, basically this is like one of my favorite formations as well. I use this one a lot, nearly like 99% of the times. But you don't as well need to use that, but you have to keep in mind what type of team you want to make. As you guys could see, my defenders did a lot of things, my midfielders did a lot of things, and also my forwards. But it could all change with just the amount, with just the formation. Because, for example, with a formation like this, you basically have no real defense. And in this type of formation, I also feel like the defenders, basically you need only shot blocking block move defenders. That's it. Like if you have just like a normal block move defender, there will be a shot getting past your midfielder. to your defender, and if your other defender who maybe does have a shot blocking block move does not have a defense, does not, is not in range, I mean, and the other one also doesn't have a shot blocking block move, then it's just over. Then it's just basically your goalkeeper. So basically, what I'm trying to say is always think about your formation and where you put your characters, because I'm going to talk about it one more time because I think this is really important. Imagine that these two characters, they don't have a shot blocking block move. This character as well, but these two do. And it's just about straight up going like this. And these characters are not going to be there in time to block that. So basically at this point over here, it's already, if the shot is being shot from here, it's basically the goalkeeper and that striker. And if the striker is, for example, beta, it's over. That's just it. And especially if there is elemental advantage and it's maybe even from here, it's over. So that's why having a character in defense as all the time that has that's the center defender and has a shot blocking block move, that will always give you opportunities to block shots. As of course opportunities, because your character is not always going to have the gauge available, but you will have an opportunity there though. And you can even sometimes manipulate and create situations to maybe, you know, get enough Inazuma gauge in the moment that you are going to try and block someone off as they are charging and coming at you. And then you can at least make sure that you know, that is covered, and you can at least block it. There have been a lot of moments in the game where I just only needed my central defender to do something. And just as that central defender did that one thing, I could manage everything. So yeah, that's basically it. And yeah, you guys are also told about how you don't necessarily need like all types of Kishin arm moves. Like I have here one, I have here one, I have a Kishin arm move here, there as well. This is a Kishin move, this is a Ko move. You don't really need all of that. You can just have like a shot, like a Kishin armed shot, maybe one, maybe another Kishin shot. And like a co-op moves galore in my opinion. Like you can just really, you can really play around. You can really play around. But yeah, do keep in mind how you utilize your team, how to utilize your characters, of course. And as well, a few small changes, right? Let's see. Let's just do this. This already changes a lot about around our team, because now we lost shot power once again, and we also lost a co-op move. So now that you have two characters like these, you know that there will be a lot more blocking, because also these two characters didn't have a block move. And you have to focus more on your forwards here, while you could first also think more about your midfielders, because your midfielders also had a shot. But yeah, it all changes just because of two changes. And real quick, let's make a third one, right? There. Here now, we have seen that now we have a defender with only a shot blocking block move. Oh no wait, shot blocking shot move. Which means that if there ever is a shot coming from around there, where Amano is, there basically is nobody to really block it, unless he has like his what's it called, his that move available. But if he doesn't, then well, it's done. So that's why you could maybe move Ichino over here, so that there is like this, there is like a defense of these two over there, you know? Like that is something that I also want to say. Like you could maybe have like a defense of these type of characters. Like always think that these two characters over here in this specific formation, of course, are characters who could also cover for your defender. Always think about that. Always think about that. And I think I could maybe make one more last change to the team to... I guess I could do Kuruma over you. And I have to be honest, okay, look, you could honestly play around with, of course, having characters that are forwards with only a level 2 shot move. But I have to be honest, these are more... like they're kind of iffy to me, because like they don't have the shot power at all to be a striker, or like the scoring potential at least to be a striker, but their stats and everything say basically forward. So you could even put them as a midfielder, honestly. But if you, for example, if you maybe want to use a character like this, and maybe one of the best things that you could do is forward, you also know that basically you could utilize a character like this more as a TP training character, because honestly, that's it. Like, you could force maybe the opponent to go for a level 3 move, but it will basically always block it. And then the focus is definitely more on these characters. So, like, at first, it was like, I had like, what, 3 Kashin armed moves and 1 Kashin move, and then only 3 changes, and like the entirety of the team just has to be switched around. You have to think differently about how to utilize characters. So yeah, that's just something I wanted to show off real quick at the end. But I hope you guys like this information. If you guys wanted to have more information, or if there is something that you've missed, please put it down in the comments below, because I would really like to teach you guys more about this game. And yeah, that's basically it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Once again, if you guys enjoyed, please leave a like down below, because I really would appreciate it. And also, yeah, put your thoughts in the comments down below. Go and follow me on, I guess, on Twitch. And get into my Discord. It's in the description down below. The same thing goes for my Twitch, and as well, subscribe if you might be one of that 81% of the people that are watching my channel that is not subscribed. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.